I'm just going to say next slide. So everybody, can you all hear me? Great. Next slide. So thank you all for coming to online PowerPoint karaoke. It's a comedy show with improvised presentation. Next slide, please. For those of you who are watching this in the rebroadcast, really, really sorry for the messy introduction. You missed out on me combing my hair. Please be kind to us. We are not professional streamers. Next slide, please. For those of you who use the social medias, whatever that means, please like, share, and subscribe, and support us on Instaface, Tweet, Talk app. Next slide, please. For those of you who are coming to us live, thank you for joining us on the stream, and we hope you have a great show. Remember also to write the comments in the Facebook chat below as well. Next slide, please. By the way, we have another show coming up on the 16th of June. That's our next live stream show. Hopefully by then I have learned how to comb my hair. And you can also volunteer to be part of the show at pptk.tv/tribute. After tonight, you'll also be able to look at the new event page that we're creating for our June show. Please also definitely look at it as well. But remember, ladies and gentlemen and fellow introverts, welcome to our show. Next slide, please. And welcome to PowerPoint Karaoke Live. Not like our other shows are not live. We are a comedy PowerPoint show. PowerPoint, we're running this on Google Slides, which is why we are experiencing some technical difficulties. Not that we weren't experiencing technical difficulties on PowerPoint as well. Tonight, we will have 4 very, very interesting, very, very exciting speakers. These are some of their most interesting pictures that I've tried to escape from their Facebook page. Some of them have no idea that most of them have no idea that we've stolen these slides from their Facebook. And you'll be looking forward to see which of these people will come up with the best presentation. Next slide, please. So for those of you who are joining us on the stream, please say hello in the comments. Tell us which presenter you think is the most interesting. Next slide, please. And tell us why, so of these 4 presenters, tell us which one you think is the most interesting, which one you're most excited to see. If you're a friend of somebody, or if you're a fan of somebody, or if you're a husband of somebody, please say hello. There we go, right on cue. Ben, always so appreciative and looking forward to us. Next slide, please. Thank you, Hendra. Looking forward to seeing your comments. And remember, please always write Facebook comments in the comment box below. So what's going on tonight? Tonight, all these 4 speakers are going to be making our presentation. Everything is made up and the points don't matter. This is what it looks like. When somebody else is controlling the slides, I don't really have command. I'm keep constantly saying next slide, please. It all feels like a mess. But tonight, it's going to be worse than that, because tonight the presenters are going to come out with a presentation that they have no control over. They've never seen the slides before. But not only that, you, the audience member, you have never heard the topic before, because you are going to come up with a topic on the spot tonight. Our presenters are going to have to deal with the sudden search of the topic, and the presenters themselves, who have never said such BS before. But thankfully, they're not a minister in the Singapore cabinet. Oh God, I've just said something terrible. Today's format is also inspired by a... Oh, hi Uma, nice to see you. Tonight's format is also inspired by a Japanese format, hence the cherry blossoms, called Pechakucha. Pechakucha is very simple. On the next slide, you'll be able to see that it's... tonight, we are doing a modified version. Each presenter will have 10 slides, start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, in conclusion, and then 10. They have 10 slides, and each slide will be 30 seconds each. That means that it will look a little bit like this. It'll be like Indiana Jones. I think it was in the Temple of Doom. There's a rolling ball. The slides will be running ahead of them, and they'll be doing their best to try and stay ahead of slides as much as possible. Once the slides get started, once the rolling ball gets started, they have no chance. They will have no way to stop the slides. The slides will just keep going on and on by themselves. So tonight, you and I get to join together, and we'll be able to watch them panic in real time as they try and stay ahead of the slides while not being crushed by the weight of audience expectations, which is always very difficult. But for now, we'd like to have a message from the Hive. So may I please invite Diana on screen?
Hi, Darren.
Hello.
Thank you. How are you?
I could use a little bit of help, and the barber shop open yet already or not? But
you
yes,
look
no.
Fine. You sound great.
So Diana, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you're doing here.
Well, my name is Diana. I am the community lead for the Hive Singapore. Usually when we do this, it's in our space. You fill out our whole event space out of 60 people with this event. So this is something new for us, but we're excited we get to collab again. So for those who don't know what the Hive is, So the Hive is a network of co-working spaces across Asia. We're here to support the entrepreneurs and growth companies across Asia. So if you like to know more about our memberships or like to explore any of our partnerships and event opportunities, please feel free to drop us a message at contact@thehive.sg, or you can check out our Facebook page, The Hive Singapore. So we have a lot of information there, and yeah, so you can contact us through that email right down there.
And I also understand that you're also organizing a series of online events as well, even though right now people cannot physically go to the Hive.
Yes,
and they're encouraged to stay home because of circuit breaker.
Yes, we have. So since ours is a co-working space and we do a lot of events, but unfortunately with the circuit breaker, we had to like figure out a plan B. So we have so many online events in different categories such as wellness, creative, and business. So again, you can just check out our Facebook website. We have a whole list of all events that you can join. So yeah, thanks for reminding me.
No problem. And again, if you have any questions, you can email Diana at contact@thehive.sg. And of course, the website is thehive.sg. And there's a Facebook page as well, which you can access through our Facebook page and in the comments below. So thank you so much, Diana, for helping
Thank you, Darren.
Right, we'll let you get back to painting your wall or anything. Yep. So thank you. That was a message from our sponsors. Tonight we don't really have a very long intro. We're just going to get straight into it. So next slide, please. Are you all ready for our first speaker? In general, we have a tradition of in PowerPoint Karaoke, we get our audience members to chant PPT, 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 and it's all very good fun because right now it's all online and we can't really see, we can't really hear each other. You're only hearing me so far. I encourage everybody to, if you're ready for our first speaker, if you're ready to encourage our speakers, please just spam the comments with PPT, 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 and get everybody to. Sorry, I just saw a very distracting comment about WeWork, but yes, if you are watching this at home, if you'd like to support our speakers, spam PPT, PPT. Excellent, exactly like that. Thank you, Diraj. Thank you, Lakshmi. Okay, so without further ado, let us present our first speaker.
Hello. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm really excited about what I'll be working on.
Sure. So, hey, Alison,
Yes.
and I'll introduce you in a moment, but just, out of random interest and, in completely unrelated remarks whatsoever, thank you all for spamming PPT. Really, really great. Hey, Alison, can you
Yes.
tell me what food is overpriced? Do you have a pet peeve about food? Actually, do you recognize where this place is?
No.
Cool. No worries.
Are you gonna make Paragon? The food is all over. I find Western fruit, like blackberries, are really overpriced.
Western
Japanese fruit. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Blueberries, blackberries, or Japanese. Like you walk in, when you first walk into like an expat grocery store, if you just grab cherries, you could be buying like a $60 package of cherries. You really have to like. That's been yeah. My favorite thing, you take a photos. Yeah, when you take a photos and you're like, wow, Singapore's so expensive. My favorite is like a mango. It's like an $80, or like around New Year's, there's like $80 mangoes, and you're like, really? Why? What does this mango do?
So mangoes are a tropical fruit. I don't know what's going on there.
It's not mangoes. It's mainly like the honeydew melon. That's the one, and the oranges, where you're like, what makes this orange better than the other oranges?
I went to a certain Japanese department store once, and there was a $8 apple.
Yeah,
like one apple was $8. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. I mean, it's a beautiful apple. It's a Japanese apple.
Did it have a snake talking to you, to being like, don't do it?
That would be a lot. That would be worth the $8, I would say.
That would be.
Okay,
Find out if you were cast out of the Garden of Eden. Maybe.
Well, I mean, I'm already living in Singapore. It's already heaven here.
It is heaven here.
Alison, I love to stay in chat, and we haven't caught up in a while, huh?
I know. Sorry, we're chatting.
But we have the next slide. The next slide where we say your name and I mispronounce your surname.
Coriell. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Great. So Alison, in the next slide we will see that you are presenting for us today. You'll be working as a distance learning instructor. You'll be teaching us how to cook.
Yes, a particular dish, because I am an expert at what is the dish I'll be cooking.
Yes, so we've actually asked our audience for interesting suggestions of things they find overpriced. So Jonathan Fain has a quippy remark about Japanese food. Okay. So let's look at some of the other comments. Cookies, nasty cookies. I don't know whether nasty cookies are a type of brand of cookies or whatever. Rich sugar,
Oh, that's expensive, huh? Yeah,
avocado. It'd be
avocados.
interesting to
I'm
see,
with you,
to figure out
girl.
how to cook avocado.
Oh, you're
Chloe Yuan
expensive
is,
pie.
I guess she thinks she's a dish. She says that it'd be quite difficult to cook her. Orange juice. So these are some of the suggestions. Durian is overpriced.
There's
Okay.
no price. Durian's priceless.
Wow.
Eggs. So what am I going to teach you? I'm an expert on cooking, and I know every
You're an expert on
dish.
cooking. Just give us a moment first. Let me try and figure this out. So yeah, you're an expert on cooking, and so the audience have suggested some things for you to cook. Oh, I see some new dishes from Peppermint and from Jonathan Fain. So do any of these dishes sound interesting to you? Unicorn glitter, I think so haggis. I think Ben came up with turducken.
See, luckily I'm an expert cook and I can cook them all. So you just tell me what you want me to cook because I'm that good. I'm that good.
Great. In that case, I believe the turducken is the national dish of Americana, which I think you are from.
Yes. Nothing really says home, Thanksgiving, and let me show off how awesome I am than the classic turducken. So we should start with our first slide, which is really the first step in all cooking, which is.
Okay, so wait. Before I let you go, once again, I need to remind you that the slides will auto advance every 30 seconds. The red arrow will flash about 2 to 3 or 5 seconds before, so you know that the slide is going to change. But as soon as we start, as soon as you queue up the next slide, it's going to go really, really fast. So are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah,
for your,
I know everything about cooking, so this will be great and easy.
Okay, well, in that case, then you know that you've got 10 seconds left. You've got 10 slides, 30 seconds each, and you'll be teaching us how to cook turducken over your YouTube channel, which from apparently your bedroom.
Yes, luckily this has been prepared. My kitchen is still dirty, so we're going to be in my bedroom as I cook.
The traditional place to cook turducken. In that case,
yes, actually, bedroom is the best place to start cooking turducken. If you knew anything, Darren, you would know that. But
I'm not going to respond to that, but I'm going to wish you good luck. And I'm going to ask the audience here to chant PPT as we.
I know all these slides. I know exactly what's going to come.
In that case, over to you, Alison.
Well, I'm so excited to teach you about the American tradition of the turducken. And it is what it sounds like, a turkey and a duck in the oven. I think there's an un. So first, after you wash your hands and you do a deep breath and you blow your eardrums out, because the truth is people judge you when you're cooking. And you really need to not focus on what others are thinking. The bravery is really what a turducken is. It is saying, you know what, I'm going to try something new and I'm not going to listen to the negativity that other people say. So really, before I wash my hands, I like to say to myself, goodbye, other people's thoughts. I'm going to be creative here and put things that you don't think go together. And that's what cooking is about, is showing love and caring. Now, the next step is research. You have to research which is the cheapest place to buy your meat. Because when you're putting multiple meat layers, the quality doesn't have to be that good. And really, online right now, if you really time it right between Red Mart, and you can really do well and get some really cheap, disgusting meat. So really, it's like roulette of what shows up. That's my favorite part. So then you get monkey love. What I like to say when I get my chicken first, you really have to open up the cavity and look inside and make sure there's no bugs or fleas. And you sort of open up that duck first and you really clean it out. And frankly, it's also good to stretch out your turkey because that's also going to go on. So you try some baby oil that actually helps to stretch it out. This is all the pre-cooking part. And here's the best part is really you squeeze, once you've cleaned the inside of the chicken and the duck, you just squeeze it and you know you've gotten it clean as if it gets you in the face. And you do have to shower because it is raw poultry. But after you've squeezed it and it gets in your face and you've gotten your chicken, your duck, and you've squeezed it, and your turkey and you've squeezed it in your face, then you Have to pay tribute to your mother-in-law. No, actually, you really have to thank those chickens for what they've done, because they could have been mothers and they are not. You could have, this is funny because I know this slide. This is the ancient Chinese proverb of that you should feed your mother-in-law before you should feed your children. So that's a starving child in this slide. And I guess I chose to have this slide. Oh, that's another otter. Again, another way of showing love. So that's actually what you do is you get your chicken and you're going to shove it inside the turkey. And really like it loves each other, like it is a baby mama otter helping her baby from getting washed away from a wave. And then now you're going to stretch and wrap the turkey, which is large. So we have duck, chicken. It's also good to make sure what's nice about it when you've layered them now, we have 3 layers now, is to sort of make sure you have your hazmat protective gear because you've been sprayed. And you feel proud of yourself for that honey that you've made yourself that you're also going to rub on the outside. But nothing says is good honey, but a sassy beekeeper honey. So that's particularly now that there's that hornet there. There's a lot of sassy beekeepers out there. So that I find is the best tasting honey to put on the outside. So now we have all of our layers. And it's time to tweak the arms and tweak. Sometimes they get cold before you put them in the oven. There's like a little timer that we put inside of it. It's like a thermometer and it pops out when it gets cold, similar to females on a cold day. They just like pop out. I like to call it the nipple detector, but it's really just a turkey thermometer. So you put it in and then you put it in a large bin and you cover it in foil because no one wants to see your perks. And then you wait. And it's hard to wait. I'm telling you, it makes you mad that you're waiting. But before you put it in the oven, you just beat it. You have the foil over, it's in the pan, and you just hit it like it's a bad boyfriend. And you hit it again. Because I find that tenderizes the meat. And so maybe my analogy of like you hit it like it was an abused girlfriend, but I actually find that's the purest way to tenderize a meat. And in conclusion, after you've put it in the oven and you've beat it like a bad girlfriend, you should always shove it in your mouth to the ones that you love. Because nothing says happy Thanksgiving like forcing, even if it goes bad and maybe you didn't cook it long enough or you forgot to add salt and butter and it's nasty, but you show how hard you worked and you shame all your family members eating it. And that's really what I think about's great about cooking, is just forcing it upon others, really. Sometimes it goes well and sometimes it doesn't, but it's always a gift, whether they like it or not. And that's how you make it to Durkin. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alison Coriell. I'm very impressed that the one slide that flummoxed you was the 9th slide.
Which was
do you
my
know who
own.
the young lady is?
Huh?
Do you know
Show
who the
her.
young lady with the blood on her mouth is?
Yes, Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, yes.
Yes, yes. There were some really strange slides,
Tough
including
guy,
the
make it really tough guy. Yes. No, what flummoxed me was the one about the mother-in-law. I was like, I know that one.
Yeah, that was a very strange photo, but you just went by that really smoothly. You have a lot of, I think a really great comment. A lot of people are joking about it. Oh, that's Sufin saying hello. Lakshmi giving claps. A lot of unresolved childhood issues as well.
Just when you cook, it's about love and revenge.
And punching people like a bad girlfriend.
Yeah. Just tenderizing the meat, really, because I forgot to add salt. And if you don't add salt, that's what you should do to poultry. I don't know.
That's where the tears come in. Is that?
That's the tears. And it tastes better when there's pain. I really feel that food tastes better when there's pain.
Alison Coriell, mother of 3. Thanks, Alison. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. Yes, if you get on Gordon Ramsay's cooking show, please remember to credit us. For those of you who've just joined us, for those of you who are saying hello. My name is the host. I'm hosting PowerPoint Karaoke. This is a show where everything is made up and the slides are completely made up and drawn from a weird series of the strange and impenetrable mysteries of the internet. All of our speakers today have never seen the slides before. They are going to be looking at the slides for the first time at the same time you are looking at the slides. And they only have 30 seconds for each slide before the slide auto advances. So it's like a runaway train mixed with a train wreck mixed with a training exercise on PowerPoint karaokes. But that's enough from right on. Let's bring on our next speaker, Willie.
Hey,
hello,
buddy.
Willie.
You all right?
Hey, what happened to the talkie thing?
The talkie thing, I realized it doesn't actually work, so I have to find another talkie thing to make it work. It's all good.
Well, right. Well, so Willie, we normally start with an unrelated question, just a question for the commenters to speak to, and for you to speak to. So just and for those of you who are watching as well on the Facebook stream, please write in the comments below. But for the moment, Willie, what makes you feel like this guy? Feel like this really happy.
This is very, very good coincidence. So that's Thierry Henry, who's a legendary Arsenal player and won many cups and trophies with Arsenal, and I'm an Arsenal fan. So Arsenal winning the trophy that makes me feel like that. Now, unfortunately, that hasn't happened in about 10, 15 years and is unlikely to happen for the next 10, 15 years. So I may not feel like that for the next 10, 15 years, and that'll be a very sad period of my life.
I wasn't going to mention it if you weren't, but today, I understand that on the next slide we'll have your full name, which I believe is Will Chan. Really sorry about that. And on the next slide, we'll have your speaker, because today you are going to be pretending to be a self-help guru. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Okay, so there's
we have Arsenal fans. I'm so proud of it.
Fans in the audience. Very good, Uma. Very good. Is that why you are posing in front of the Coca-Cola? Because it's also red. No, Will, you're going to be a self-help guru. Is that correct? So you're going to be motivating people. So
Yes.
in this lockdown period, what gets you out of bed in the morning?
Not a lot gets me. My wife kicking me and telling me to make food for her usually gets me out of bed in the morning. That usually works. She's giving me evil stares from over here right now. So yeah, but not a lot gets me out of bed. Usually the desire for food normally works.
And to get out of reach of your wife's kicking foot, of course.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, counseling services are available. The Samaritan's hotline is also available during this difficult period of time. If you are suffering abuse at home, please consider making your wife breakfast early in the morning before she wakes up and kicks you.
And let's just clarify: we've had 2 references to domestic abuse. Domestic abuse is bad. Let's not do that.
Absolutely. It's a real situation, and domestic violence has definitely gone up during this circuit breaker period. We're making light of the situation to diffuse tension. But definitely help is available, and online counseling is also available. Yeah. With that said, some of our audience members have responded to some of the problems that they are facing, because we know, Will, you're such a great self-help guru. You know how to motivate people and teach them the secrets to do anything. So our audience have entered some very useful comments below. Audrey has a problem needs help to overcome her bubble tea addiction. Uma has a very niche help with. Okay, yep. First, pigeons shitting on the car now, and next, hair brushing. Yep, Ingboon needs help. Boonkiet or Inkiet needs help staying calm and possibly carry on as well. I'm not sure if Benjamin Yoon wants to know how to clean his toenails, or he wants to know the secrets to having clean toenails, but I guess that solves a similar problem. Diraj needs... See the way, yep, okay, yep. I mean, I don't know whether he was trying to kiss other people or he's kissing himself. Yep, Aditya, self-love is important. Aditya needs help finding a slot on Redmart. Download the Cold Storage app. Jonathan Fain is pretending to work while working from home. And Neo Jelling, well, you know what? By the way, Neo Jelling, you can also donate to our show if you like this, and you buy me a new Coke. But with that said, Mr. Self-Help Guru, there are so many suggestions, so many problems that our audience members have. Which do you think? Which are you best at solving?
I saw the bubble tea addiction, and I know that's something that a lot of people actually suffer from. So I figured, why not? Let's go for that.
So today you're going to give us your self-help secrets to solving bubble tea addiction, and I know that during this period of time, it's been very difficult for those suffering from bubble tea addiction. Especially since the government shut down bubble tea shops. But thankfully, none of them have started to reopen as well. Even so, addiction is a very real problem, and we like to give it the gravitas and seriousness that it takes. So, Will, as soon as you are ready, we're going to start the slides rolling. Again, 30 seconds each slide. You
right.
don't have any chances. Okay, so
Sure.
Facebook audience, you know what to do. I would like you all to chant PPT, PPT, PPT. Not BBT, not BBT. Don't get all Freudian and chant BBT. If you chant BBT, we know that you are addicted to poverty. But soon as Willie says, okay, he's ready to start, he will start sharing his 10 self-help secrets to overcoming poverty addiction. So without further ado, Will, over to you.
Thank you very much. BBT, BBT, BBT. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to my self-help show. My name is William Chan, and I will help you overcome your addiction to bubble tea. Now, before we begin, you may be thinking, why should I listen to you? What have you done? What have you overcome? What are the personal challenges that you've had to face to overcome your own addictions? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing that I had an addiction to was the flying spaghetti meatball monster in the sky. Not many people know, but I'm a very deeply religious person, and I have gone through a series of addictions to different religions based on certain things that I thought, that sounds good, I'll take a bit of that. Oh, that sounds fantastic, I like that. And the spaghetti meatball monster in the sky really spoke to me as a person and said, Will, you need to find religion in your life. And that's where we're going to start. Religion is how you're going to overcome your addiction. So when you're thinking about the things that you're addicted to, when you see the bubble tea in the corner and you're walking down the street and your eyes, like a meerkat, you go, and you think, I need some of that. I need that juicy, sweet, squishy bubble tea nom, 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 in my mouth, and the sweet sugars and the tea all inside my stomach, knowing how delicious that is. When you see that in the corner, you need to stop, take a breather, count to 5, and think, what is it in my life? What is it in my life that really makes me feel like I can control myself? And picture yourself wearing underwear with your university emblazoned on it. That is exactly how you will overcome your addiction. Think back to your younger days. Think back to your training. Think about all the discipline that you went through at your university time and how you managed to get up every single day to get yourself working. And that's how you overcome addiction. It's going back to your youth. It's about thinking about what are the things that really challenge you, and thinking about that time where you're very, very close to getting onto that train and pushing that little bit further, because everyone tries so hard when they're addicted. And I know you can just see the goal line, but it's that time where you need to stop, take a breather and say, this is time for me to embrace the magical side of my life. Think back to the youth. Think back to that time when you just felt like you could do anything, when you didn't really need drugs to do magic. You didn't need bubble tea to feel like an impenetrable fortress of magic. What you really need to do is just calm yourself down and think back to your youth and think, how did I overcome the troubles in my past? Now, I know that you feel like sometimes someone's watching you, that sometimes you feel like you're an animal in the wild, but really the biggest challenge that you'll face is looking through the lens at life, looking at yourself as if you are the one being spied upon. Now, I need you to take a breather and look at the bubble tea and then look back at yourself. Look at the bubble tea and then look back at yourself and think, wow, do I really need that bubble tea? Is there something else in my life that could really fulfill me? Think about other foods that you enjoy. Think about how many calories there are in bubble tea. Think about, it's like eating a roast dinner. That's 750 calories in one sitting through that straw, straight into your mouth. And I know it tastes great. I know that you enjoy the squishy of those balls, but really, you're just letting yourself in for a lifetime of suffering. Remember, people, a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the butt cheeks. What's really happening is that the bubble tea companies are really just holding you ransom. They're holding your life ransom. They're going to gradually charge more and more because they know what they put in their bubble tea. Think about it. Do you really want to be a victim to corporate machines? Do you really want to be the one who's just funding some conspiracy theory where bubble tea is actually owned by Bill Gates, and Bill Gates is controlling the world through injecting different mechanisms into your bubble tea and tracking you. Don't fall on your face. Don't be an idiot. Control yourself. It's just bubble tea. Think about the things that you could accomplish in life if you could just hold and control yourself. Think about what you could do, what life could become. Bubble tea, really, it's not all that. Kind of tastes a bit like you're chewing on lamb's testicles, really. So, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I really advise you to take some advice from my book and think about an example in my life. Fuck the Spurs, they're wankers. I didn't say that. Control yourself. Control yourself, people. There's really nothing that you can do. Once you've tasted the bubble tea and you've given into your addictions, it's like the opposite team has just won. You feel like shit. You feel like the world is just opening up and swallowing you, and you'll just feel like, damn it, Harry Kane, why didn't you play for Arsenal? And that's what bubble tea does to you, people. That's how you get over your addiction. My name is William Chan. Fuck Spurs. Was that a bit too cussy?
No, you know what? I didn't know. I put that slide in. I didn't know what your reaction was going to be about that slide, but yeah, it seemed it was absolutely perfect. You must be quite pleased because Premier League is starting up again soon.
I'm looking forward to it. You know what? Part of me was kind of hoping that the Premier League wouldn't start up again, just so that we could laugh at the fact that that Liverpool would not win the cup for yet another year. So I was kind of looking forward to roasting Liverpool fans, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and win that. But that's beside the point.
Yeah, it's very strange. Your love for football seems to be more about the hating of other people than celebrating Arsenal's success.
Football is really.
Look, Audrey has been inspired by you to overcome her bubble tea addiction, and yeah, the picture of Harry Kane just turned Uma off bubble tea. So
it's working already.
It's working. Already. Let the hate flow through you. Diraj seems to be really excited by Harry Kane. But by the way, wasn't Harry Kane supposed to play for Arsenal? Wasn't he in the youth team or something like that?
Something like that. There's a picture of Harry Kane when he's like 5 years old at like the FA Cup final, and he's wearing an Arsenal jersey. So yeah, he could well, he easily could have been an Arsenal player. But
if only he were French, eh? By the way, I have to ask: was that your buttocks? Were those your buttocks in the Exeter boxers?
Those were my buttocks wearing an Exeter pair of underwear. It was an idea I had at university where you could actually, make underwear with your university's logo on it, and people would buy it and they would wear it. That was a prototype. That's a legit prototype.
Your wife is a very lucky lady.
She is, yes.
Thank you so much, Will. Thank you for show her the picture. Show her fall back.
Will do. All right.
Thank you so much, Will. Thank you for teaching us all how to overcome our addiction to bubble tea. For those of you who are just joining in, oh my God, my printer is a mess. Those of you who are just joining in, hello. Welcome to PowerPoint Karaoke. Today's is a little bit different. Today's a little bit special. The presenters have never seen the slides before, and sneaky little me has gone over to the social media and stolen some images. Just a very incongruous images. Nothing embarrassing or nothing strange. Aside from Willie's, but just a little bit of fun. And that they have no control over the slides or what they're going to see. What's going to happen is the slides are going to start, and then they have 10 slides and 30 seconds for each slide. So the slides are going to keep rolling, and they have to finish the presentation. And best of all, you, audience, get to choose what they're presenting about. So we're going to ask you some questions, and please write down in the Facebook comments below. But before yep. Okay, a lot of quick comments, but yep. Okay, people are talking about the printer right now. That's not the point here, ladies and gentlemen. The show is focusing on other things as well. But before I start talking very, very quickly, let's invite our next speaker on.
Hiya.
Andrea, how are you doing?
Good, Darren. How are you?
This may be the first show where I put on more clothes as the show goes on. My hair is now neater, and I've learned to tie my tie. How are you doing?
Yeah, also wearing clothes, so can't complain.
Speaking of wearing clothes, so here's just a random conversation starter, nothing to do with PowerPoint or the topic you're going to present on later on. Have you, so in this weird, strange lockdown period where we're all staying home and working from home, that sort of thing, what have you forgotten how to do?
Ooh, I feel like I've definitely forgotten how to like wedge myself into a pair of jeans. I'm definitely not looking forward to that day. Also, breathing through my nose when I go outside, since it's mostly like hyperventilating through a mask. So, just back to basics,
it's
really.
True. It feels like when you wear that, are you wearing the cloth mask or the paper mask?
No, I'm wearing the paper mask because the cloth mask made me feel like I was being like fully kidnapped. It was like no breathing, no talking. So yeah, it's the cloth mask, but it's a lot of mouth breathing that no one can see.
Yeah, absolutely. When I go outside and when I go to the supermarket in my cloth mask, I definitely feel like I'm being choked. But also it feels like so long since I've put on shoes, which is strange because I wear shoes to run. I wear shoes to run like quite often. But there we go. Uma agrees.
Yeah, I'm glad somebody said talk to real humans. I mean, I live with real humans, so I sometimes talk to them. But yeah. I cartwheels, I think, is another comment, but I never knew how to do that in the first place, so it's really nothing I'm missing.
Yeah, Lisa, I totally hear you about the. Oh, Mifru, definitely please call your mom, especially in this period of time. We could all.
Is that my mom? I feel like that's my mom commenting, like right now. Should I call your mom? I don't.
Okay, call her after your bit. Call her after your bit. Okay, so on the next slide. Yeah, on the next slide, we have your name. Brilliant. And on the next slide, we are going to be looking at what you've got a compliment about your hair.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I did it just for you guys. Excellent.
Oh, so there we go. Another fan.
Fantastic. I have like 2 friends. This is super cool. All right. An easy guide to how to tahan a bra for one whole day.
Tahan is a Malay word meaning to like tolerate or to suffer.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that there's a word for that. That's great.
Yep. A lot of our female viewers are talking about bras and Mac delivery. Yep. That is what I see when I read dot catalog, I guess.
All right.
Yep.
I'm happy to go with the crowd of is it an easy guide to
how to survive with a bra on
for a whole day?
Yeah, which is about 8 to 10 hours in Singapore. Well, 10 to 12 hours in Singapore.
10 to 12 hours in Singapore. Yeah, fair enough. Is that universal enough? Will our gentlemen viewers? Well, I guess.
Believe me, the gentlemen viewers will be listening
5 minutes
way more.
Talking about bra. Yeah, fair enough. All right, why don't we go through an easy guide to wearing a bra all day, or I'll let you pick, Darren, since you need more help than I do.
So an easy guide to wearing a bra all day. Audience commenters, if you're super excited and you want to cheer Andrea on, if you are looking forward to listening to Andrea, if you're counting how many ways I can accidentally mispronounce Andrea in the hopes that I will get it right at least one time, chant PPT in the comments, Andrea will be able to see it. And yep, there we go. Diraj, clearly super excited to see to hear this. So Andrea is going to present an easy guide on how to survive an entire day wearing a bra. And as soon as and I have to warn you, Andrea, as soon as we start, it's just going to keep going every 30 seconds. Are you ready?
All right, I'm ready. Thanks.
In that case, we've got some audience members chatting PPT, and we have Uma. We have Uma with supporting you in her own unique way. But after that, over to you with your guide.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in to what I feel like is quite an intimate and important topic, which is our easy guide to wearing a bra all day. Now, many of you might be accustomed to 12-step guides or 12-step programs to help you deal with really critical issues in your life. But just to make things easy during the circuit breaker and our short attention spans here on social media, we're going to whittle it down to 10 important steps to help you or the ones you love make it through an entire day, especially an entire work day, wearing one of life's most uncomfortable contraptions, the brassiere. So I hope you're as excited as I am. So ladies, bras on, gentlemen, I'm sure you're Googling pictures of bras right now, and I'm so excited to jump in to helping share with you our first step. Step number one, gang, what we want to do is first try to isolate our chests as being the real focal point of everything we're wearing. So just imagine you're covered head to toe everywhere else. Your face, your head, your legs, your shoes. You could be wearing whatever you want. And picture yourself somewhere wonderful, somewhere sunny, somewhere bright, somewhere that you can just chill out, relax, and let your chest hang loose. Because we want to really try to focus our attention. And in doing so, we really just want to get really, really closely, envisioning it. So at this point, I want you to really close your eyes. If you are finding it really difficult to keep your eyes closed because you're basically just Googling bras or looking at your boobs right now, feel free to take what's ever closest to you, a pad, a pen, couple of coffee cups, whatever, and just really try to envision your boobs fully supported. And just remember as well that your friends are looking, okay? So your friends, your co-workers, your public, if you're not fully supported all day, people are really gonna stare. So whether it's due to fitness or really just due to shame, you're gonna really wanna take that mindfulness into your chest area and think about, if I don't wear a bra all day, do I really want those stares? Not just the stares from coworkers, but the disapproving looks from your parents. When you're walking around the house, boobs flying everywhere, punching your little brother in the face, probably, depending on your age, possibly kind of falling out the bottom of your shirt. Your parents did not raise that kind of person. So you really want to back away from the shame, those stares, those eagle eyes, and think about how supported and how happy you'll be the next time you have to run. Sure, it's the lockdown. We're not out exercising, running around as we were. What if there was an emergency, a fire, a train coming out of nowhere, and you have to sprint? You're not going to want to find yourself unsupported, are you? No. You're going to want to wear that bra. So step 5 is imagine what would happen if I had to run. That is going to keep you motivated, sufficiently motivated, to keep this baby on all day. Now, you can also think of a bra wearing as being stylish. Now, think of this as part of your wardrobe, whether it's visible or invisible. You can think of different color combinations, different patterns, some really different and possibly quite sexy ways to perk up your chest, perk up your marriage, and make your bra come alive. So if step 6 is, if you're somebody particularly keen on fashion, this is an amazing way to both express yourself and also to coordinate the outfit you're wearing by thinking about colors and styles that make you happy. And ladies, let's not forget the positive male attention you could get by not just wearing a stylish, but also super supportive brassiere. I mean, look, whether you're married, I get to this whole Me Too thing, but who doesn't like the adoring gaze and celebration of a gentleman with excellent taste as you're walking around perky, lifted up, and completely confident? So just imagine that. Now, perhaps you're a new mom and you're thinking, ooh, my boobs, they're not great, or they hurt, or they're full of milk or whatever. It's okay. Just remember your breasts, ladies, are science-based. They are nature's food source. And you just want to remember that they deserve the respect and the attention that our frontline workers do now. So you really want to ensure that you're not disparaging to our medical community and that you're not diminishing the very pivotal role that our breasts play in our health and our humanity. So step 9 is imagine how great you are going to look in pictures. Now, I just wanted to share this one with you. This is me in Egypt standing on top of the pyramid. Now, what do you see in this picture? What is the only thing you're looking at? It's not the camel. It's not the Great Pyramids. It is 100% my boobs. look at them up there. They are literally the pinnacle of that pyramid, straight up, fully supported. I couldn't be happier. And I'm wondering right now, could you? So if you're thinking about that, in conclusion, if all of these steps and all of these different motivations in these previous 9 steps haven't convinced you yet how important it is and how easy it is to wear a bra all day, let me leave you with this. It's going to be a wild ride out there, no matter what you do, no matter how prepared you are. So ladies, strap it on, get involved, and enjoy the ride. My name is Andrea Abbate, proud bra wearer, and I want to thank you for joining me to this 10-step guide. Good luck.
You know what? They canceled the Victoria's Secret fashion show last year. Why bother? Why bother? Just put you on stage, 10 minutes, constantly talking.
You guys trolled things. My husband liked it, so that was good. But I just really appreciate you trolling my Facebook so hard.
Your husband would not shut up during the entire. I don't know whether you had time to read the comments, but this is the most that anybody has ever posted on any of our shows. He is.
Oh, he is just
really
so bored in the other room. Yeah, well, I just spent 5 minutes talking about my boobs, so I think he's just trying to.
We've been running this show for 12 months and for 14 months, and we've never gotten so much audience reaction. Except people don't want comedy PowerPoints; they want talking about boobs.
I mean, basically, it was somebody who wrote "my lovely lady lumps." I mean, the audience is actually funnier than any of us for sure. 100. Someone's wrote, "This feels like a booby trap." Come on, this comedy gold in this comments. This is excellent.
I'm just really tempted to sit here and just troll through these comments, and this hilarious.
Yeah, you should troll through the comments like you've trolled my Facebook photos. It's good. Glad we're friends.
Yeah. So the tree bears was from Ben's Instagram. I don't know whether you recognize it. I hope Ben recognized it.
I did. Yeah. Yes, I once found him that picture. The patterns were a needlepoint I did. That was me standing on a camel. And just to answer your earlier question, me in the introduction with the panda bear, I was in Chengdu and I met a real panda. So that was
that wasn't a real panda.
No, you're Asian. You should know that.
I know that you met a panda and then you met a mascot panda.
Yes, correct. Yes, that was that guy's job. So it could be worse. Just letting you know.
Well, thank you so much for so much expertise and a lot of our.
Thanks.
I can only apologize for the number of Instagram followers and Facebook followers you have after today.
Well, I'm gonna have one less now, Darren. Thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Have a great night.
Thank you. Okay, everybody, please calm down. Please calm down. We are not selling underwear online, although clearly this is the business opportunity that we haven't considered before. Okay, so if you're just joining in, this is PowerPoint Karaoke, where we give all of our presenters slides they've never seen before, surprises, lots of interesting pictures, and they have to come up with a presentation on the spot. So what you've just seen is Andrea. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you, audience. You're as supportive as our hypothetical bras will be. What you've just seen is Andrea come up and improvise a presentation completely on the spot, and she did it with the help of 10 random slides that we put together from images all over the internet and from your audience suggestions. And so please stay alive in the Facebook comments, and also please, if you like this, you can also volunteer to be part of our next speakers, or you can share this with your friends so that more of us will be able to, more people will be able to watch this show next week if you like this show. But first, let's bring on our last speaker and a friend of the show, Lakshmy. Hello, Lakshmy.
Hello. How do I follow that? How do I follow?
I don't know. All
the boobs.
This show got way more sexualized way faster than I expected. But that's okay. That's okay. We're professionals, right? Two of us professionals.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, we work in the tech industry. We know what we're doing. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so right now, sorry, there's some comments from the audience asking me what to wear a bra. Yeah. So what was the last book you read?
Me, I barely read books. I'm on TikTok a lot, but I've been reading a local author. Sufyan, the minorities.
Yes. I know of him. Okay, excellent. And for those of you who are on Facebook commenting now, please let us know what was the last book you read, what was the last TikTok video you watched about, what was the last
TikTok is
YouTube
much better
ASMR thing.
than
Yeah.
books.
Sorry, go ahead.
TikTok is much better than books. It's quick.
I can't really verify that. My job is to talk with words. But on the next slide, we will know what your full name is. And I believe your full name is Lakshmy P. And today you are going to present for us. Oh, look, here are all your friends saying hello. And one TikTok fan, Jonathan Fine. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
But on the next slide, we're going to talk about what topic you're going to present. And you are actually going to be presenting, you're going to be pitching a plot to Netflix.
Yes.
Yes, I believe you already have your storyboard prepared, all 10 different images and 10 different plot points of the epic movie, miniseries, documentary, trailer, animated webcomic series that you're going to be pitching to Netflix. Is that correct?
Yeah, totes.
You young people and your young people speech. Okay, I don't know how tote bags have anything to do with this, but we've got a lovely comment about my lack of enunciation. Thank you, Jesse. I will try to speak better. But in the meantime, we are going to show some of the comments from our Facebook commenters. Yep, Daniel would like you to pitch Godzilla. Peppermint would like you to pitch Unicorn Heist. It's like Money Heist but Unicorn. Daniel C wonders if there's an ASMR book. Maybe that could also be part of your pitch.
Mm-hmm. I like it. This audience is very smart.
Yep, they were talking about brass 5 minutes ago, but now they're talking about parliamentary proceedings going live, which is clearly really important things in the world. So let's quickly go through Godzilla versus unicorns. Robot dog. That brings up more questions than answers. Tiger King, obviously.
Is that a compliment? Yes, I do speak fine. Thank you.
No, you don't speak fine. You speak fine. Remake of Game of Thrones season 8. Let it die. Pitch Wonder Woman. That's very niche. That's very niche.
Personal fantasies.
Yeah. We're moving on from this. Tiger King, Tiger Queen. Okay, so after all these ideas, I know that one of them has correctly guessed the plot you're about to pitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Which
you're
of these,
gonna tell me.
Yes, of course. It's Unicorn versus Godzilla.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. It's Unicorn versus Godzilla. That's what everybody wants.
Script, yeah, because we're friends.
Yes, of course. I've seen your sketch drawings. I've given you some feedback on the character names. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to give you the same warning I gave the other speakers. As soon as it starts, you're going to have 30 seconds for each slide. You're going to have 10 slides to show all these Netflix executives. Godzilla versus Unicorn, or Unicorn versus Godzilla, working title. Are you ready? Yep. And so, audience, if you are excited to see Lakshmi present, if you are looking forward to maybe figuring out how the naked man on the horse appears in the movie, if you're excited to watch this movie on Netflix because you have nothing else to watch, please type PPT and spam it in the comments below. And somebody just wrote Boobzilla, which is incredibly distracting and also deeply inappropriate.
Save something for the spin-off, people.
Save that for the sequel. Don't blow everything at once. We want to create a Godzilla universe. Okay, I'm gonna step out.
Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me some time. I know I broke into the Netflix office and security is gonna escort me out in 5 minutes. But thanks for those 5 minutes. That's all I need. 5 minutes to change your mind and bail me out of prison. Okay? I'll just get into it. Okay? This idea will blow your mind. I think we should start right now, and I'll just take you on this journey with me to victory. Those bars, I'm not very good at charts, but those bars are your net profits and your viewership. I don't like numbers, so I just picked random letters that I liked. Victory, yes, that is your share growth, that is your viewership, those are bars. That picture that's what you're gonna get if you sign on my show. You got that? Yeah. And who are the kind of actors we want to sign on my show? Because talent is everything. Before plot, people watch shows because of talent, and I have the most versatile actor for you. This guy, that's Daniel Day-Lewis. Look closely. That's Daniel Day-Lewis. He's so versatile. He lost weight. He lost color. He lost all the features and contrast in his skin tone to play 3 different mannequin roles, not just one mannequin, but 3 different mannequin. And this is Daniel Day-Lewis putting on weight and losing weight for another role. This might be a Daniel Day-Lewis heavy script, but I just wanna make sure that you're on the ball, on the board. You're signed up to sign Daniel Day-Lewis, because that's where a lot of the budget is gonna go. And what is his role? What is Daniel Day-Lewis gonna do? He is gonna play the minister, the president, the big Don guy in every movie. Like, it doesn't really. He's gonna play all those roles. He's gonna look like. He's gonna look so masculine and strong and corrupt, and this is the anti-hero of this plot. You don't know the plot yet, but this guy is the anti-hero. The guy behind him, that's Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, and that's your viewers. They're gonna buy it. They don't care about like anything else. You see Daniel Day-Lewis, you say Leo DiCaprio behind Daniel Day-Lewis, that's your audience. They're gonna eat it up. They're gonna watch the show. They're gonna put on weight by eating popcorn. That's profit right there, And let me tell you the plot of the show. It's a fight. That's right, it's a fight. Good versus evil. It's not a very skilled fight, as you can see. It's gonna be. We don't have the budget for stunt people or stunt coordinator or SFX. We're just gonna use these out of job wrestlers, lady wrestlers, because they're cheaper. They get paid less because sexism. These are the stunt people who they're gonna be in costume to play the 2 main characters that I want to introduce. So this fight. Who is this fight between? An imaginary mythical creature. Not this, but similar to this. Take away the duck head and picture a unicorn, right? And we don't wanna show the unicorn up front. So maybe we'll put a duck mask on the unicorn character. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas. Sorry, security. Give me a few more minutes with this. I'm almost there. Our second character, a beast, an angry beast. I really wanted a spec sketch of Godzilla, but I got kind of carried away. But picture a beast who's very stylish, lots of jewelry, who has evil eyes. Who's just like, this is the bad guy. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis is the original bad guy, but this is the 2 fighters. Picture the female wrestlers in costumes fighting each other, right? And the costume budget. Zalora, there's a sale. That's where we're gonna get our costumes. Cheap as F. Cheap, so cheap. I've got promo code. I've got it. I've got the costumes for all the people. Daniel Day-Lewis is sorting himself out, but everyone else, we're covered. Costume budget covered. In conclusion, let me tell you what the show is really about, like the tagline of the show. Unicorns versus Godzilla. The tagline of the show is that animal representation in cinema is the way to go. Okay, forget Cats the musical, forget Sonic the Hedgehog. We need more. We need more animal representation. We need all the species in Hollywood, Netflix, everyone. Like, we need animal actors out there making money. Minority characters, that's so 2008. Like, animal actors, that's the future, right? This cat made a lot of money as a social media influencer. He lost a Netflix deal. He lost his chance to be on Netflix. I'm supporting animal actors and Daniel Day-Lewis. They all deserve a chance in Hollywood and on Netflix. That's all I want. I just need $5 million.
I'm going to read out some quotes from your presentation. That's Daniel Day-Lewis. He lost weight, he lost colors, he lost contrast. We're going to use lady wrestlers. They get paid less because sexism. Cheap as F. Minority characters is 2008. Use cat actors. That's the future. Well, I mean, I think you've got a lot of support from our audience.
I stand by everything I said.
Yes, a lot of people really like Zalora as well. That's a very nice painting of a bull, I think. Yes? Oxen?
Yes.
Bull?
Yeah, I don't know. Water buffalo?
Water buffalo, yeah. New painted from a friend of the show, Carlos, here as well.
Yes, I did paint it. Thanks for stalking my Instagram.
We only took 2 pictures. And post your guesses as which the second picture was in the Facebook comments below. But thank you so much for participating in PowerPoint Karaoke, and thank you for giving us a wonderful laugh over the last 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's the end of the show. You won't be able to see my printer anymore because the show's over. The show's over until June the 16th. Our next show, if you enjoyed this show, please share it with your friends. If you like this show, if you'd like to participate, please go to pptk.tv/tribute. Thank you all for clapping. Ooh, I hope D&D don't walk into our meeting, because that will make it really, really bad. And this show would be a lot less funny. No, my feet are still unadorned. But that's beside the point. You can private message me later if you'd like to know more about it. Yes, Carl, the show lasts only an hour, and you logged on in the last speaker as well. Don't worry, it's on Facebook. You can click thing and then drag it all the way to the start. Yes, Shirley, don't worry, the printer will be here next month when we do our show. Please tune in next month as well. If you'd like to look at. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to ignore the Facebook comments now. Please look at pptk.tv. Please watch our Facebook page for our next month's show. Before we go, I'd like to invite on the producer of the show, the unseen lady, who masterminds everything, who makes sure the show runs smoothly, and who makes sure that the show runs smoothly and puts up all your comments. Yunqing, would you like to say hello?
Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for watching the show, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. We have our show coming up on June 16. We're still doing it live because we're a bit gassy. We don't want to catch anything doing stuff outside.
By live, she means online. So on June 16th, please stay at home. Please watch, or maybe even organize a watch party with your friends. Go over, try some of Alison's turducken. Wear a bra like Andrea suggests you do. Motivate yourself by thinking about Spurs. And bring your friends together and play PowerPoint Karaoke as well. If not, that's the end of our show.
I want to bring on all the speakers. Yay! Will, come back up. Will is in the.
Will is showing his wife the lovely boxes. There we go.
Yay! So thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. I guess that's it. Thank you, everyone. So we'll just keep waving until I click the end broadcast. So bye. Oh.